Hello, I'm Chief Warrant Officer 4 Victor Pinion, U.S. Navy retired, telling some stories of my naval career. Well, this one has to do with me serving on the staff of the Commander Naval Fleet Air Force's Western Pacific as the Ship Installations Officer, and I was serving with the detachment of the Admiral Staff at Subic Point in the Philippines in support of my technical community of all of the ships that deployed to the Western Pacific Indian Ocean. It was a good tour of duty, and I had been recruited for that tour of duty because I had done a good job aboard the Midway. It was a Lieutenant Commander billet, and it was presently being held by Lieutenant Jim Grissom. Lieutenant Grissom had inherited a whole bunch of collateral duties when he relieved Commander Elmer Gildersleeve in that job almost 3 years previously. And his primary job there on the staff seemed to be that of the administrative officer, with the SI officer job being kind of like a collateral duty. Well, my reason for accepting that job, that billet, was to do the ship installations job, which was the title, my title there, Ship Installations Officer, and serve the fleet as best I could to give them the best possible service from the capsule representatives and from the ship repair facilities at Subic Bay and in the Philippines and at Yokosuka, Japan, and even when they were out in the Indian Ocean with good services as best we could do. Lieutenant Grissom wasn't going to transfer for 3 more months, so he let me have the SI officer job, and I worked primarily out of the CAFSU office at the Subic Bay CAFSU office. It was where the ships would tie up. Well, I worked with CAFSU rep Satch Stafford, the mechanical CAFSU rep, and a couple of different electron CAFSU reps, Tom Hennon, and another one. The name just escapes me right now, but they were both very good tech reps. And I also worked with the CAFSU reps that were still up at Yokosuka, Japan. And at this time, it was still Mr. Dick Schumann, and the electron was Ernie Jones, who were both very good, very talented CAFSU reps. I enjoyed that job, and I got with the CAFSU reps, and we investigated ways we could improve our services to the fleet. And we did those things, and I'm convinced that we did a much better job than had been done previously, maybe ever, I don't know. But I had been aware there are certain things you did, got work that you got done by the CAFSU reps in the ship repair facility at Subic Bay. I'd never really been dissatisfied with them, except one exception, as when I was a maintenance officer on the Midway, and I'd had them, I was early during my tour on the Midway, I'd had some catapult capacity selector valve control boxes that went in the center deck station. That's the catapult officer's control station. They would fail. We had a half dozen spares, and they failed frequently, and I took all of them over to the CAFSU office, and their shop 51, I believe it was, electronics repair shop, had tweaked those boxes. And when I got them back, half of them still didn't work. And so I had written a note in my pass down log, but don't trust that shop because they didn't do quality work. Well, I was wrong in that case. They did do quality work. It was me and the ship sailors on the ship and the engineering center that designed those boxes for doing a poor design. They were later redesigned and worked great. Other than that, I had never been dissatisfied with any work they'd done there, but we served to improve our services to the fleet, and I'm convinced that we did. So y'all carry on.